The revolt in China and what it means, how the chief propagandists are trying to derail the story and kill it. This is by John Rappaport on Out of Minds 2. We're on the cusp of potentially enormous changes. China, the greatest superpower, is experiencing a human earthquake at its roots. The revolt and protest in China has huge implications for the West and the world, unless we're convinced to pass it off like a car crash on a highway thousands of miles away. China's version of fake COVID science has resulted in enormous blowbacks. They're building the tightest surveillance state on earth, and now huge cracks are showing there. Actions have consequences. For decades, the Chinese regime has been trying to avoid what's coming to them, and we in the West have been treated to outrageous propaganda designed to show us that China is doing quite well with its model. Let's remember that W.F. Klaus Schwab says that China, in the one world hegemony, one world government, China should be directing and leading the whole world. Can you imagine what he said? Now, the truth is, their COVID restrictions have imposed a new and even more frightening version of their police state, and those restrictions have gained widespread support from Western elites. The last thing that these elite globalists want now is exposure for praising and trying to copy the Chinese model of slavery in the West, quote unquote, and that exposure is exactly what can happen now, because the Chinese people are sending a message to the world, and they're saying what our leaders are doing has nothing to do with health or protecting us from harm. They're building a brave new world, and to them, we are the guinea pigs who fit into assigned slots. Don't fall for the con. Globalist leaders in the West who have been supporting China's brave new world are trembling. Buckle up and listen to the podcast. This is by Out of Mind 2. I'll leave a link below for you from Truth Comes to Light. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.